Lisa-Wagner and Kim Canady. And for these two ladies, I know Kim won last week in the doubles, but both, it's been a long time for singles title, since '96 for Lisa-Wagner, since '95 for Kim Canady.
I'm sure the nerve level down there right now is very high. I think they're both trying to breathe, not only Lisa. Good come-out shot by Lisa.
Beautiful shot.
Very aggressive.
Now, Kim Canady, the key, Carolyn, I believe she talked about, was trying to stay in the mode she was in last week in the doubles because she's such a good team and doubles player, but feels she's not as good on TV in a singles atmosphere.
For some reason, the doubles seems to give her a little bit different momentum and energy level, and she's going to really try to focus in on what she feels when bowling doubles in singles. Let's see if she can do it. Well, great come-out shot.
As you mentioned earlier, Kim Canady never lower than third this week, last week's champion, along with Linda Norrie.
Kim is. We've also had 6 tournaments this year, and Kim Canady has made all 6 finals.
And 3 of the telecasts.
That's right. Not a bad record so far this year.
Tournament info, 58 bowlers only this week, but average to cash 208.
Average to match play, 211. And average to the TV show,
221.
Pretty high TV average.
Oh, and almost a three-peat of that shot we've been seeing.
I'm telling you, Wendy had it. The light hits definitely carried a little bit better this week. But on that one, she leaves the 2-pin.
Kim Canady, also familiar here in Omaha. She made the show here in 1997, but finished 5th. Obviously, going to better that position this week.
Absolutely.
Covers the spare, and Lisa will step up in the second frame, working on 1 strike. Interesting that Lisa-Wagner last night, I think before you came into the room, Carolyn, mentioned to Kim Canady that she needs to forget about all this double stuff and just go out and win a singles title. I said, are you sure you're the one who should be given that advice? I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'd give that in that position.
Probably thinking about that right now, actually. Another great shot by Lisa.
Strike. Carolyn asked Lisa, hey, what's in store for you for 1999?
Well, for 1999, who knows? I was terrified this week. I think it probably took about 15 years off my life. I didn't eat or sleep for 2 days. I was so nervous. I feel like a youngster out here. You'd think I never was on a show before. But I've worked really, really hard on my game, and you have to these days to keep up with the talent out here. And boy, this is a special week for me.
Very special week. And she's handling it great, taking a little extra time, but she's really taking care of the nerves. I'm really impressed with her performance out here.
Early triple for Lisa. Yes, she does. That is the aggressive Lisa we saw of the 80s. Good firm shot. Right up the lane. Right into the pocket. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Meanwhile, Kim Canady trailing by 20 pins now, but it's very early in the match. First last week, as we mentioned, with Linda Norrie, and that really did help her.
Leaving the 10-pin. Kim said one thing that really helped her last week. Art McKee, who's a Brunswick ball rep, really helped her out with her equipment on laying it out, what works good on what conditions, and she said that really helped her this week in making some of her ball choices. So she's become a lot more comfortable with her equipment, and that's half the battle out here.
Covers up the spare. There's Linda Norrie, Kim Canady's partner, and the '98 WIBC Queens champion. She'll be defending her title next week. That would be our next TV show, WIBC Queens All-Star Bowl, Indianapolis, Indiana. Remember, May 23rd on ESPN, 5 p.m., a special airing of that event, and then again May 25th, 4 p.m. on ESPN2. Kim Canady saying, I'm not done yet.
Showing a little emotion there. Kim shows emotion every now and then. You know she's really getting into it. Lisa would really like to thank Ted Thompson and Tommy Evans. She worked with them over the break, and they've really spent a lot of time with her, and she's very thankful for all the time they do spend and go out of their way.
Well, I think she wants to thank you too, partner. And she said she looked at some tapes of you and saw how close your shoulders were, and it made her say, hey, it works for Carolyn. Maybe it'll work for me.
Oh my gosh, scary thought. Can I have half her titles? Oh, wow.
And it is working for her, and I don't know about anybody else, but I'm going home and watching some tapes of you this week. Yeah, I may bowl the Queens next week. So.
May not always work, though, because when you want to go up the lane, it's not a bad thing. But when you want a game like a Leanne or an Anne-Marie Dugan or something, you may have to check some other tapes. I don't quite do that, and Lisa and I are not in the same category there. But
Lisa-Wagner really taking her time. Front 4 strikes here. 20 years on tour, as we mentioned, 30 national titles, but the last one, the 1996 WIBC Queens event.
With the victory here, she can become the all-time leading title holder once again.
There's number 5. We have to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Stay with us. Back at the middle of the championship match here at the Omaha Open, Lisa-Wagner working on 5 strikes. Going for that $50,000 bonus from MasterCard.
Light hit. Look at that. Blowing the rack. I wonder if she's thinking about the $50,000.
Oh, yeah, she is.
I think she is, too. Not only that, that ball change last game just was not a bad idea.
Clever lady. She must have learned something in 20 years.
One thing she said this week was she used balls that were drilled a little bit weaker than she's usually used to using. And that was something that allowed her to stay in the part of the lane she wanted to be in, which allowed her to go up the lane. When they started to break down and she felt like she had to get too far left, the weaker balls allowed her to play the lanes the way she wanted to play them.
Lisa-Wagner with a 51-pin lead.
Oh, good shot.
And there's fiance Brian Billert.
Okay, Brian, were you thinking about the 50,000? I'm sure you were.
Yeah, they were going to use it for a big wedding, which I'm sure we were all invited to.
Absolutely.
I'm inviting the viewing public, too, whenever they get married. Maybe I better not do that. I'm not sure if they'd approve, but great job by Lisa. Obviously, the 50 grand wasn't bothering her yet. Converts the spare. Kim Terrell-Canady now up in the 7th. Working on a strike while we were gone. She left a washout and converted it, and then struck in the 6th frame. Trailing now by 50 pins. Can take it down to 40, but she has to strike here. Max score 249 for Kim Terrell-Canady if she continues to strike.
Looks like a good shot by Kim. Ooh. Just can't kick that 7 out.
Yeah, she's not getting those light hits to fall the way we saw the other players do.
Ball not breaking as hard as she'd probably like it to. 5 just does not get over to that 7.
Kim converts the 7-pin. The rest of the finishers this week, Cheryl Daniels in 6th, actually 5th in pinfall, but only won 12 matches. Tiffany Stanbrough had that 300, helped her get to 9th. And Carolyn Dorn-Ballard in 10th.
In 11th, it's nice to see Nikki Giannoulias back and feeling better. And in 13th, we had seen Liz Johnson, our Greater Orlando Classic champion.
Marianne DeRupo, who won here twice. Jeannie Nacarado was just inducted in the WIBC Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Jeannie. Alita Sill, of course, going for that $1 million.
And Sandra Jo Shirey worked on her game over the break, and she's feeling a lot better coming in 23rd this week.
Carol Norman rounding out the field. Lisa now up in the 8th frame. She needs to keep putting the ball in the pocket, paying attention to what she's doing.
Ooh, there's one of those light hits. Seemed like she fell off that shot a little bit. but she got a break. All the pins fell. See how she went to the right a little bit after she released the ball? But I'm sure she's saying the same thing we did. Who cares? They all fell.
If Lisa-Wagner goes on to win this, I'm ordering up oxygen right now because we're going to need it down on the floor at the end of this match. (15-9) in match play, but this is the big match.
She had a great match play record. That was another thing she said she felt real good about.
Max scored 279, needs 4 more strikes for that, and that's not one of them.
Stubborn 10-pin. Lisa doesn't change balls to shoot her spares. She just throws her regular ball, probably a little bit harder.
We mentioned Alita trying to get to that $1 million. She had a little struggle there in the middle, but now back on track, cashing this week, finishing up 21st. Just needing $6,558 to become the first woman bowler millionaire.
And if she wins next week, she's in there easy. Another past Queen's champion.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa checked out the scoreboard while we were conversing there to see where she's at. Covered the spare.
Showing some signs of emotion, even walking off the approach. A little delayed reaction.
Kim Canady can strike out here for 229. Lisa's trying to hold in the emotion. One more frame. Because she could force, I believe, Lisa-Wagner to mark if she strikes out.
But stubborn 4-pin, good shot.
She can't believe it. Lisa
holding
cannot
her
believe
head.
it.
No.
Best Kim could shoot now would be 209. Lisa already has 209 in the 8th frame, and she's realizing that right now.
She has now become the all-time leading PWBA title holder once again, which is a very nice title to hold, I might add. I wonder what's going through her mind right now.
I'm telling you, she's trying to breathe. She needs oxygen.
And Kim Canady has everything going for her this year. She finishes second.
Another strike for Kim, and Lisa-Wagner defeats Kim Canady for the first title in 3 years. She captured the Omaha Open. Stay with us. Lisa-Wagner is your champion of the Omaha Open. Final score 257 to 199. And in with the dollars. I know that's what you're waiting for. Co-proprietor here at Maplewood Lanes, Jeannie Beelett.
Lisa, congratulations.
Good
luck.
So much.
Good luck. Thank you to everyone at Maplewood Lanes.
And I know you're waiting for this beautiful trophy also. So John Badiato, co-proprietor here at Maplewood Lanes.
Hi there. Hi, Lisa. Very glad to have you here. Lisa, I'd like to award this beautiful crystal trophy to you to have in your home for the memory of Maplewood Lanes and the proprietors. And I do want to invite you back next year, and we'll place you in our Hall of Fame.
Oh, I'll be here.
Thank you.
I will be here.
All right.
Oh, thank you so much.
How does it feel?
Indescribable. I mean, it's been so long. What a drought I've had, and I'm, you know, like I said before, 15 years off my life. I'm going to add 5 to that, about 20 now.
Well, congratulations, Lisa-Wagner. She did it in fine fashion and reminds us that the veterans can still do it.